It feels crazy saying this, but I just graduated from college, and the biggest thing on my mind right now is what's next? What comes next? Because we've had the structure of being pushed through the educational system, and for the last 18 years, you've been told what the right thing is to do. The grades have guided you of how you can perform appropriately to get through the whole educational system of A's, B's, C's. We've had someone telling us what we needed to do all the way back from preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and now we're at the end of the line with no clear path forward. No one to tell you what the right path is. And that's part of the beauty in it as well, is knowing that you've made it to this stage where everyone's going off doing their own sorts of things. I have friends that are going on solo travel trips in Europe. I have friends that are getting engaged, and I know other people who are moving across the country to take new jobs. And it feels like this great divide where everyone's going their separate ways, doing their own separate things. And I think that's part of the hardship, is it leaves you wondering, what is the right path forward? And I don't think that there is one. I think that it comes with experimentation, trial and error. I think part of the beauty is the struggle of the journey and being able to experiment, being able to have those life experiences where there's uncertainty, being able to overcome it and be able to get to the end goals that you're aiming for and appreciate the journey itself that got you there. I think that's where the beauty comes from. And what I would leave is words of encouragement from my experience, because coming out, I've had a job for the last 3 months that I've worked while I've been in my final semester of school. So for me, it's a smoother transition straight into the workforce. Is highly would encourage everyone, stay in touch with your friends. Even though you guys are probably going to be moving to different states, you're going to have things come up in life that makes everything busier, so it's harder to stay in touch. Absolutely keep your friendships close at heart, because it's a lot harder once you enter the workforce to find new friendships, because there's less people your age. I feel like college is the last great, like a sort of sanctuary where you're able to meet people like-minded, your own age, and everybody's also open to being friends there. And so once you leave that college environment, it becomes much more difficult to form those friendships. And so I'd say keep the people that you've met in college close to heart, keep those friendships alive. And on top of that, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to experiment, because that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm going to continue making these videos. That's why I'm going to continue working hard so I could persevere and aim towards those goals that I have for my future. I would love to hear if there's anybody who recently graduated, if there's anybody who graduated maybe a year or two ahead, what words of advice would you have? I would love to hear your stories, the experiences that you have, and what you would suggest someone in our shoes would do, because there is no clear path forward. And so I'll leave with these closing thoughts of don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. As scary as it may seem, it's the only way to live life. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, and good luck to all of you new grads.